Damn. Well, maybe. As far as I know, there's still no USF dump from Aerofighter's assault. It's like suspicious because it had a really good soundtrack. I'm wondering if there was some like sound chip screwery that makes that impractical to do or something. Lost Vikings 2 on the Super NES was that way. They really turned the Super NES sound chip inside out to make that soundtrack somehow or another. It cannot be emulated by the Winamp plugin. Yeah, it still doesn't exist. One did as well. I don't think I ever looked. Some kind of interleave DRM on its raw music data. Imagine being so freaking paranoid about piracy that you, like, encode DRM into the Super NES soundtrack of your video game. Like, no, you really just made the future a little bit worse. This was Grant Kirkhope. A little funny to consider. Like, when you think of Kirkhope, you think of Banjo-Kazooie first, you know? Yeah, the music sounds just fine if you just, like, play the whole game. Aero Fighters, Super NES. Yeah, I have that. Yeah, I guess nobody either has or can rip the USF sound files from Aero Fighters Assault. That's a shame. There was some good shit in that soundtrack. You was in an indie rock band before you did game music? That doesn't surprise me. Huh. Evidently Kirkhope was kind of a James Bond fan, so I guess creating the perfect soundtrack for GoldenEye came pretty naturally to him. Good shiznasty. I have the Donkey Kong Country Returns is sitting here for the Switch. I haven't gotten to him yet because, you know, Silk Songs and all that kind of nonsense came out. But I know David Wise worked on those, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. Alright, hang on. I distracted myself and now I'm moving things around. Alright, here we go. I do remember that. Did they both debut in Diddy Kong Racing? I know Banjo was in Diddy Kong Racing before he was in Banjo. I think that was the same with Conker as well. Oh, hang on. RimWorld got pushed out of my last 5. The Mega Man Battle Network Legacy collections were both on sale. I got them both for like $20 or something. No, you know what? I think it was more than that. The point is they were cheap, so I grabbed them. Here we go. Conker's Pocket Tales might have come out first, technically. Huh. There was a Banjo-Kazooie game on the GBA as well. It was like an isometric perspective platformer. Not necessarily isometric, but like top-down. I don't know, I gather it was fine? Gruntilda was a robot, because why the fuck not? I don't know. Yeah, isometric basically means like kind of diagonal, even though it's actually a 2D game, yeah. Anyway. I feel like the GBA was a system that had too much asked of it. Like, it was really, it was trying too hard to look relevant next to the GameCube, you know what I mean? It says, as the resident banjo fanatic, I know I finished it, but can't remember the first thing about it. The market for great game. We are building our ship. It's coming along. We need uranium. We also may end up needing more advanced components, I'm not sure. We know where some uranium is, but it's way too damn far away. So far away that I'm kind of inclined to see if we can just find some more. We're almost halfway to another random find. You know what? I'm just gonna wait that out. I don't want my guys caravanning for more than a week. I feel like that's bad ideas. I was just watching Vinny's old stream of Metal Gear Solid, like 1. I kind of really liked who Snake was as a character in that game. Like, I feel like maybe he got a little bit flanderized later on. Like, he had some interesting nuance to him in the original Metal Gear Solid. I also did like a side-by-side. There was a scene where, like, Snake is listening in on Liquid and Ocelot as they talk about whatever. And then, like, Ocelot just barely sees part of Snake and he, like, instantly shoots at him. Like, it's a pretty cool moment, but then, like, in frickin' Twin Snakes, they do the Matrix and everything slows down and it shows the bullet flying through the air and all kinds of... Like, it was so much better when the whole description of that scene was Revolver sees Snake and shoots, and it happened in, like, 1 second. Like, Twin Snakes. I think he retains a certain nuance, he's just overshadowed by all the bug fucking sanity. Maybe you're right. I'm not really like an expert on the Metal Gear series by any stretch. Never played them all that much. I tried Metal Gear Solid a few times, and I don't know, I didn't really gel with it. I've been keeping up on his Metal Gear Delta playthrough though. I think Delta is kind of everything a good, like, remaster or remake needs to be. Like, it's gotten some criticism for reusing most everything, like all the same voice acting, all the same animations, everything. Like, basically only the graphics are redone. Like, do we need anything else? I think that's exactly what a remake of Metal Gear Solid 3 should be. Well, they added some stuff. They added some shirtless camo options and shit like that, but... Like, they didn't reinvent the wheel is what I'm saying. Did not realize until a recent video essay that the devs for Twin Snakes were the 2 Human/Eternal Darkness studio headed by Dennis yeah. Yeah, so it wasn't done by, like, the same team who made the original game, which is Parent. Also, Metal Gear Solid came out the year before The Matrix. And then once The Matrix came out, everything was The Matrix for 10 straight years. So, we can only kind of partly blame them. Yeah. What was that? That was that, like, Angelina Jolie movie, wasn't it? I don't remember. Some, like, extremely mid-2000s movie. Where are we on kibble? We're low on kibble, but it's spring now, so we can grow food again. Yes, plant. Something called Wanted, yeah, that sounds right. I have a long list of movies that, tell you what, if I ever, like, suddenly need to be murdered for some reason, I'll just go and start telling people what movies I haven't seen. The Matrix is on there. It's one of many movies I have not personally seen and yet know a lot about simply through Zeitgeist, you know what I mean? Like... Angelina Jolie and Morgan Freeman. Yeah, I didn't remember Morgan Freeman being attached to that, but that makes sense. No more Go Frenzy. OG Matrix really should have been left to breathe on its own. That's my impression, yeah. The sequels were, like, inessential at best. Outright bad at times. I was gonna compare that to the Pirates movies, but, like, Pirates of the Caribbean, Legend of the Black Pearl, like the first one, The Curse of the Black Pearl, I think it was, whichever. That was a great standalone movie, with, like, a great open-ended movie with, like, a great finality to it, you know what I mean? And then they really, you know what I mean is something I keep saying today, sorry. The sequels then kind of cartooned the whole thing. And, like, the sequels are fun in their own way, you know? They're watchable, dumb, schlock, pirate, action, cool movies. A lot of wacky stuff that happens. Like, they're not unenjoyable. But the first one was a great movie by itself. Apparently these walls are really high. Look at the shadow being cast by the walls around the generator here. Matrix also works surprisingly well as sort of an allegory to Buddhism. Ah, see, I don't know that much about it. We were remembering to plant our hay grass on time this time, so we'll get some hay. It'll make us some kibbles. How you doing, Mogbert? Mogbert can be tamed but not trained to do anything. Lynx is disinterested in helping around the colony. Not like Spotmunch. Spotmunch was playing pool. Reloaded was just, how can we find an excuse to continue this, and then just went fucking ham with the action scenes, and honestly, I can't be too mad at it for that. They were good action scenes. Revelations is where they ran out of ideas and it derailed. Which was the one that had the, like, Neo versus, Agent Smith times 1 million fight. That I think Sean Baby listed as the worst fight scene of all time. Yeah, that's Reloaded. He did an article, like, things that people do to, all of them. Things that people do to fuck up action scenes, and then, like, as he kept going through the article, he would find action scenes that... what happened to Toffee? That met all of the prior examples as well. Toffee got fucked up by a guinea pig? What the fuck? Alright, everybody, we're gonna find out if the guinea pigs are actually as good eating as we thought. That sounds like them running out of ideas, alright. Fun fact, I remember learning that's very relevant to the making of the Matrix. Estrogen pills at the time were commonly read. What? Alright, you know what? I'm not gonna read too deep into that. Draw your own conclusions. Yeah, get him. It was... That sounded like Schizo. That sounded like a... Yeah, there he is. You're gonna bite my cat? You're a guinea burger now, motherfucker. I went on one date with somebody who had guinea pigs, actually. I kind of wanted to meet him. Guinea pig fur is also surprisingly valuable. I guess that makes sense. She said they're cute and all, but you should hear them if she ever forgets their nightly whatever it was. Something she would feed him every night as a treat. Cucumber or something, I don't know. I'm pretty sure Shelly had a hamster, yeah. I don't think she was a guinea pig person. The Wachowski sisters were starting to transition before The Matrix is in production. I didn't know about that at all. DIL. I forgot about Blambrus. Everywhere Mindy goes, she is now accompanied by a cougar and a thrumbo. She is guarded as shit. She's now the safest member of this colony. Yeah, they do seem like they can be noisy little fuckers. You know what else was supposed to be good food? Pigeons. Like, I think pigeons were actually bred to be eaten. And then they just escaped and bred at a massive pigeony rate. Pigeony, I say. I guess we don't really need its conduit anymore. Even to me to just casually use a word like pigeony. What you doing, Spot Munch? Hunting rat. Munch. Rat munch. There we go. Keeping our cable stores up. Yeah, I skimmed your latest Silk Song adventure. I can't guarantee I won't reach that point. Like, I'm always trying to be aware of how much fun I'm actually having playing a video game. Like, am I doing this because I want to, or am I doing it to kill time? If I ever reach a point where it feels like the enjoyment that I'm getting is not worth the effort I'm putting in, like, well, now you've kind of failed as a video game. So far, I'm still finding things to enjoy about Silk Song. The boss of Act 1 was a pain in my shit. I had a rough time with that. Vinny only needed like 4 attempts to beat that boss. I was like, what the f... The dude's a monster with that Wanderer crest, man. Like, it seems to suit his playstyle really well. It's a polite way of saying the dude button mashes. No. You could not survive Silk Song by button mashing. Uh-oh. Then the mechanism broke in the turret, I guess. I hope that's not an advanced circuit, component. I got pretty good at the back trek to the judge fight. I found the route where I didn't have to fight any of the other, like, guards. Like, you're training me to speedrun this small section of hallway. Act 2 area was kind of neat for a while, and then the multi-wave enemy arena into a boss, into another multi-wave enemy arena in the same room, no breathers. Neat. And again, every time I hear or see anything like this, I'm just like... Like, none of this was an accident. You made this as unpleasant as you could on purpose. Like... I don't know why they have that much, like, animosity towards the player. Yeah, I was supposed to get an assist for another one, too. Fucker never showed up for me. I don't know what the deal is. I must have did something in an order where freaking Chakra was at 7-Eleven getting a Slurpee instead of helping me fight the guys. Alright, just a regular component to repair that. So far, I'm still finding things to enjoy about Silk Song, but yeah, like I said, I'm thinking about it. I'm not gonna let the game abuse me too much. More than I have already, that is. We're digging some uranium from over there. Load runner's looking for more... No, sorry, plasteel is what we're digging up over there. Load runner scanning for uranium. Where he was, what's he doing? Hauling. The music is beautiful. Everything about the game is beautiful, that's for sure. Like, the creative team, friggin' home run for those guys. Like, at least so far, because I gather most of the second half of the game is made out of shit for some reason. But yeah, like the visuals and the music, as spellbinding as I'd hoped, for sure. I just don't know why they had to make the game evil towards you. I'm like I'm belated realizing through the second half of Act 1 is a higher ratio of 2 damaged standard enemies than most of Act 2. Silver linings, I get. Why does the steam hit you for 2? You can fall into a whirling tempest of, like, shredding death kill blades that grind, bug into, like, cube meat. And just, like, giblets and, like, eyeballs and penises fly everywhere. And that is only one. And then, like, you get hit by some steam and that's 2. What? Anyway. The whirling tempest of kill blades were part of the 2-to-1 damage nerf from the patch. Oh, okay, that explains that. Fair enough. Still, why steam? Alright, anyway. Look, I know steam hurts. It's not like I'm saying steam shouldn't damage you. I'm just saying I tried to climb a wall and hit steam and took 2 damage. And got reset hell knows where. I thought about, like, should I revise my Steam review? I left it a negative review, succinctly saying it's both too hard in an unnecessarily mean way. And I was just like, is that still true? Because I'm still playing it. And then I'm like, no, you know what, that's absolutely still true, and at this point I doubt anything's going to change my mind about that. Like, at best, if I stick with the game long enough to finish it, there's like a slim chance I might flip it to like a thumbs up but really, like, the thumbs up or thumbs down is the answer to the question, do you recommend this game? And like, as of right now, no, not at all. Like, I can only recommend this game with asterisks to somebody who played all of Hollow Knight and desperately wants more of Hollow Knight. Like, that's it. If you're just like a casual person looking for something to play, nah, Silksong is going to kick your ass and it's not worth it. Even if you're like a Metroidvania fan, like, you can probably find a less mean Metroidvania to enjoy. Oh yeah, Kermit, please. Well, again, here I am just aping some other streamer's bit. Not for the first time, mind you. Gonna get a good chunk of plasteel out of that, very gradually. Probably recommend 9 souls above Silksong if you want a Metroidvania. It's going to kick your ass, but not be too shitty about it. Kansas, I know, is a huge fan of that one. You just finished streaming that whole thing, I believe. Sounds like it does Sekiro, though. It wants to be the parry game. Yeah. I like parrying as an option. I don't necessarily know how much I like parrying as the whole game. I got a little bit into Sekiro. I thought I was going to be able to stick with that one, but then I got to this enemy who kind of purposely took everything that the game had trained me to do and said, haha, no, that doesn't apply. Fuck you. It's like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, the first boss I found said, no, ignore everything that you've learned. I'm different. Haha, fuck you. Like, that was literally the last time I played the game. It didn't even get the Silk Song treatment. I looked at that and said, nah, I'm dunsies. We're good. Lode Runner has 0 social. Same, man, same. Ray, I guess, is still our most social guy. How much Devil Strand do we have, if any? We can try and make sure to get Duster. Let's... how much do they cost? 80? Nine Souls doesn't have contact damage. The losing cash is less of an issue because the whole game is dense and save points are usually in the center of an area. Alright. They take parry everything over 4+ enemies and they juke and projectile and hitbox and turn parry dodge spin hot thrust. Fair. Yep. It really, the enemies with like the gnat movement, like, absolutely fuck that right on its face. The animals only follow Mindy when she's doing combat or hunting. I think you can make them follow her whenever, basically whenever she's out in the field, but... yeah, well, we should probably think about still growing something. I'm actually just gonna go ahead and take this guy down. This was the greenhouse where we were growing our Devil Strand. Sure. I think we can just go ahead and use this whole area for some more generalized growing. I don't think we plan to be here for long enough to get another Devil Strand harvest. Playing through Nine Souls might even warm you up to Sekiro if you can enjoy the mindset. Does a very good job of training you into the right mindset. Yeah, I don't know. Just... Mindy, work fast, good. Who said you? Where is Toffee? How are you? Toffee as well. Alright. No lasting injuries. As for Silksong, I admit, Chainsaw Cube made me laugh. Why is there a Chainsaw Cube down here? Who needs Chainsaw Cube? Why Chainsaw Cube? What a shitty question. Like, why would you not fill your hallways, passageways, skulkways with Chainsaw Cube? Only I would have a horse just called Dump. I think I respect Nine Souls for what it is from a distance, but I'm not 100% sure if it's for me. Bob Munch just tried to get hit by the damn spike trap again. Cut that up. We don't need more perforated cats. We like our cats intact. Just as I say that, where does that sound? What am I hearing? Okay. That was Toffee hunting a rabbit. Toffee's fine. Hollow Knight was a big game, but it was paced very well, in my opinion. Maybe slower than some people like, but... I feel like most of the upgrades I've gotten to where I am in Silksong right now have been very lateral. Like more tools to use rather than better things. But maybe that's gonna start getting a little better. Shorty's wearing a second-hand duster. Good. We got the good one. I'm still mad at Shorty over a bunch of... Oh, I didn't trade with the combat... Welp. Alright, let them get by me. That was dumb. There was a combat supply trade ship that I forgot to contact. I'm not sure if they'd really have anything we need, but I did want to check them out. I don't think combat suppliers sell uranium. Not much. I'm going on a cruise soon. That's exciting. Still not sure if it feels real. Maybe it will once I get my new luggage. Yep, I'm chilling right now. Bun. How's Bun doing? She's good. You know what I have? I have not individually wrapped mini Starburst in a big fat bag. These things, they can be dangerous. And sours flavors? I didn't know they had those, but they're good. They're not quite as, like, relentlessly addictive as the Nerds clusters. They're a little harder to chew. Esbium. A group of outlanders from Esbium have arrived in transport pods. Looks like they want to besiege the colony and pound you with mortars from a distance. Ruh-roh. So, I don't intend to save scum if I can help it in general, but... Hey Mindy, you like staying up late, right? Yeah, they do that. Lumpy. I want to forbid these things. I've never had this before. I've seen it in the Binyot streams. hold until they start building. They're taking a long enough time to do this that I might just bum rush them. Well, I like that plan better than trying to return fire with a stinky mortar. Yeah, strapped everyone. There they go. Alright, who is slow? Adams... No, sorry, not Adams, Chen. Yeah, you hang around here and do the mortar. The rest of us are gonna have to make a move. I actually wasn't sure if this happened in the base game, or if, if one of the DLCs added this. This is gonna be interesting. Damn. Got their attention. They do have guns. I keep forgetting that a lot of our guys have. They use their fire pump. I keep forgetting that a lot of our guys have smoke pop packs. Is all around just not a wonderful spot. Shorty, you like gunfights, right? Get in there. There we are. Leave Shorty alone. Shorty has had a rough run of it. But you know what? She likes it. Body modder quite pleased. 2 artificial enhancements are better than 1. She likes her friggin' robot leg and spine. Who got hit? Ready? In the arm. Brink has tanked a few hits. Right in the eye. Get him. Chen, I think we can actually belay that mortar strike. Ooh, skis work. Right leg bite scar. Okay, redraft items because that turns on the thing. Okay, hold on. Drop Zeor. Rescue ski. There we go. Thank you. Fucking hell. Where is his Rizzler runner? He's just kind of hanging back. That is what he should do. These guys are still fighting? No, they're running. Okay, how bad's Ray? Nothing permanent. He'll be alright. Okay, I think we handled that alright. We got some free shells for our trouble too, and a reinforced barrel. Nice. What, they brought just cloth for sandbags? Yep. Yeah, decent, like, practical spoils for this. Oh, they left the whole mortar. I guess it's ours now. You good, Lone Runner? Yeah, we're done, man. Thankfully, both of our melee people are also good at medical. So is Lone Runner. Like all of our people with shield belts are pretty good on rescue duty. Zeor can walk. Still being carried by Adams. I'm feeling better. I think I'll go for a walk. I feel like we handled that okay. Are we getting some kibble? Not much. Oh, she's feeding Brinkus because he's injured. How's Brinkus? He got shot right in the eye globe. It's not great. Shorty's gonna take care of that. Thunderbutt is pristine and unharmed. Making incendiary shell, do you have to? I mean, alright. Joseph has he made it. We don't need you. You can just leave. Ow, damn. Sheesh. Oh, he got shot in the shoulder. By action movie rules, he's practically unharmed. I think a lot of our loot might have burned up. Why is this person naked? A nudist. Good answer. Imagine somebody just like saying, I'm a nudist, and everybody's just like, alright, I guess you're just naked forever. Like, everybody's super cool with that. Hopefully those components are ours now. People did seem to prioritize hauling them. See if Zeor gets his gun automatically. Are you carrying Ray's shotgun? Yes. I think Zeor's minigun is still in the field. I don't want to send him out to pick that up right now, I guess. But... Nope, Chen has it. Where'd you... There it is. Yeah, Zeor's pretty fuckered up, but he'll be alright. Ray immediately beelines for his chain shotgun as soon as he can stand up. Torso bruised by a light machine gun. We've got an infection. Zeor is infected in the right arm. I think we have good enough tools to fight an infection, but noted. In the worst case, we already have a bionic arm on standby, so... Zeor's asleep. Good. This shit's stupid. I think if the circle fills all the way in, that means rip to that body part. Yeah, Chen's on it. I guess I was reading that incorrectly. I don't know, whatever. Yeah, just take it easy for a minute there, Zeor. You're a hard worker, man. You too, Ray. His right leg's all fuckered up. His both legs are all fuckered up. Yeah, we've been through it before. Did Ray just switch beds? I like this one better. This TV gets Kinemax. I thought Mogbert was eating that plant for a second. Hauling milk to wooden shelf. Huge drinking beer. Cracking open a cold one with Adams. We gotta chat about taming zebras. That'd be cool. I want a zebra. Yep. Yeah, yep. That should pretty much be enough. I don't necessarily feel like we need to bring all of our animals. All 3 of the cats for sure. What happened to Spot Much? Tortoise Beak. He's always got it. What's Vignette streaming? Cards. And Metal Gear. Let's see what we're wearing. A lizard skin button down, very disco. The green biohazard symbol, I believe, means that the infection is going well. Yeah. Oh! Oh, light, thunderstorm. Good night, you. Ray dragged himself out of, like, hospital dye bed to go stomp on a fire in the rain. You didn't need to, man. Take it easy, would you? Don't love that. Let's say Zeor's got a roof over him right now, yeah? Yeah. Trade with Bramblemere. They want 29 simple helmets. Good luck with that, guys. Lord Runner just kind of shoves the food into Ray. Their pods went haywire and are scattering all over the area. They're attacking immediately. Oh, good Z's. Neat. Good, man. Good, best. Alright. Cool and good. No. Run, Toffee, run. Okay. I think Toffee will be okay. Why does Chen need medical treatment? What's wrong with you? Got shot, that's what happened. Kidding me? This event really sucks. Alright, where's everyone? Blam! Whoa! Shit! Adam's just Mortal Kombat and Christie. It looks like only a few of them. Yeah, most of the threat here is just that they fell wherever they wanted. Okay. Again. Load runner? Maybe not right now, man. Okay. Okay, they've had enough. Adams with the sword of Zeor and Zeor. Toffee is safe. He thinks he's trapped in here now. I'm disinclined to let Zeor leave alive. Heard my rhino? He's alright. Ever get so mad you tried to fist fight a rhinoceros? Oh. That's what that was. Sorry, just checking my texts. Because, you know, I'm a big social person now. I got a lot going on. Got a lot of irons in the fire, you know, a lot of plates spinning. Mindy said something about life's annoyances to Chen. Chen insulted Mindy's family. That's why you don't have any friends, Chen. Also a nice leg, idiot. You want to slap a band-aid on that? Well, that was definitely an eventful couple of events after Randy was kind of sleeping on it for a little while there. Maybe one of life's annoyances included Chen. Alright, nobody's restricted. We can let Toffee outside again. Stay within the wall, though. For a second I thought Spot Munch was gonna try and wear that hat. Boy, am I glad Toffee is safe. Look, if we lose Toffee, the whole colony's over. I'll install a mod that just nukes the whole base. You know that exists. How you doing, Zeor? Tidying up in here a little bit. Did you quit bleeding so much? If it's not too much trouble. Kind of a pain in the ass. Inconsiderate, really. Just Stop that. I like the mood lighting that we get in here when it's dark out. I think Chen just decided to tough out that arm injury. Diana's good to go. How is Shorty doing? I just got bonked. Good. Oh yeah, it still only has the one eye. I guess that's a problem. The other eye just isn't in the budget right now. The trees friggin' bother me. Yep. Chin's all good. Thank God we got such a nice hospital. Atama. You've been raided twice. First time they wanted to set up a mortar, which they barely successfully did before we went and shot all of them. And, then a few guys just dropped in and all over the place. It was a little scary, but it wasn't too bad. There was only a few of them. What you're saying is you now have 2 mortars. That is in fact what I'm saying. One of them dropped in right next to Toffee's, so I was very disturbed for a second, but she made it. She's fine. I told her to get the F inside, and she did. You know, not like real cat. Lamb Rizzo is just eating the fallen. As you do. I think we ought to discuss whether cannibalism should be grounds for leniency in murder cases, since it's less wasteful. I might just leave the sandbags there. I might use them later. Zeor's all good. How are we doing on that uranium find? 80%. Guy dropped into like the spare room that we haven't used in like 7 years. I'm gonna break this dresser. This is nice music. Doing just fine on berries. We don't need this many boomaloops. I think I may need to just start calling the boomalope numbers. I don't even care if we get any meat out of them, we just need to have fewer boomalopes around. Really, Zeor? Really, Zeor? Jade meteorite. What are you doing, Z? Zeor, you okay? What the fuck? It's like watching somebody disarm a bomb by candlelight. Holy shit. Uh-oh. Alright, no problem. There we go! Yeah! Alright, we should actually be able to get some meat out of them, too. Yeah, it's like Adam Savage. His TV. I'm missing an eyebrow. We're still exploring. One more. Every time I see a Thunderbug going somewhere, I hope he's going to eat a tree. It's amusing to me. You know... Just looking at this turret right now, I'm not sure if I like it being right there. I had it there as a prisoner deterrent, but it's not even really very good at that. I don't need it right on the other side of a wooden wall from where all the cats are sleeping. Getting sleepy. Today was IT Professionals Day, and I actually got a couple hours off work. Because I live in a nation where having 2 hours of my life refunded to me is what we've been conditioned to think is a good thing. But, you know, I'll take it. And I came home and I took a nap. And that's what I did. Neat, huh? Dinky. Toffee just ate this person's head. Is everybody... Okay, a couple of people need to get on hall duty. Let's go ahead and dump a couple of these bodies if we can. Guy was called Nose. Nose. Noted dead jerkweed. Only one more body for the no longer continually expanding graveyard for assholes. Going to Salazar. Congration. You're dead here now. Okay. Please do not incinerate colonists. You have a place for those. Do yes incinerate assholes. Okay, done. Where did that uranium come from? Derp. Okay. Given that, like, nothing happens with the ashes, I assume we just kind of leave it all in there. We're just making, like, a giant, like, dude slurry. Powdered guy. Ugh. Sorry. Yeah, you know, I enjoy playing RimWorld. I'm not sure if I should be streaming it, to be honest. Like, I enjoy these, but they're not my most exciting stuff. Differently paced from my usual stream, I think. Again, if I was still in a place where I was streaming like most weeknights, that would be another thing. How's her? Bunch of ambrosia coming up. We should probably only have a few more episodes of this. Really, I mostly just need the uranium and possibly more components. And we can get into the end game proper. Oh yeah, I deconstructed all this and I forgot to plant anything. My plant, corn. There we go. Blamrizo is eating a regular rat. That's fine, don't worry about it. Okay, Ileana's got that last one. The animals are fed. We're not getting alerts about... Oh, never mind. Got rope. You know what? If I hold open the gate, can they just wander? About that. I'm wondering if I even need the pen. If I can just zone them all to stay inside the wall, maybe that would be best. And they could just wander around and graze as much as they want. Well, they might graze on this, though. Wouldn't be ideal. Wow. Oh no. I did not realize our situation was this dire. Requires plant something. Well, stick with potatoes if we can. But yeah, go ahead and use boom. I love meat. That's fine. We have a shitload of it. Okay, yeah. So they'll wander out if you hold the gate open, but then Shorty's like, oh, alright, everybody get back in. Wait, why are you taking them to the hitching spot? What are you doing? Why are you doing this? Shorty seems really determined that that's a thing she needs to do. Alright, here we go. Okay, now stop doing that. Don't even... Just... Can you please... Like, we need the kibble. Prompt like. Wrong key. Damn it, Toffee. Yeah, I guess you can't prioritize a task at a workbench like that. Not good. And now, of course, there she goes. I was going to say, Shorty thinks she has 100 better things to do than make kibble. Do it. Do it fast. Must feed cow. For the longest time, we were making kibble exclusively out of hay grass and bug meat. We had run out of those things. Alright, here we go. We're getting there. Cat tree. Duffy has not done any nuzzles lately. I'm not sure why they're not eating this hay grass. They don't usually have a problem with that. Don't believe it is harvestable yet. Ah, so it's not tall enough yet. It's getting there. I was thinking they would be okay once the weather warmed up and they could eat some hay grass. A little I know. How's it going out there? I mean this in a nice way, but the game's putting me to sleep. Alright, the place is reasonably clean. I see you. Alternatively, who's there? Okay. Thunderbolt won't go hungry. There's trees everywhere. Let's see, Shorty, we really need you on cable. Alright, we're catching up. It'll be okay. That was a close one. I can't let any harm befall these cows. Much the same way I cannot allow any harm to befall the cats. I guess the strategy I learned today is if you're going to hunt boomalopes, do it in the rain. What are you doing? What? Whoa! Oh, well, that's fortunate. I've never actually witnessed one come down before. We'll get a bunch of components out of that. Oh yeah, where'd that jade meteorite come down? There it is. Yeah, it'll be fine. We just left the reinforced barrel hanging around out there? Get that shit, man. Alright, I think things are pretty sufficiently hauled. Took a while to pick up after that one. Very cool. Finish unloading things. There we go, thank you. Everybody gets 2 scheduled hours off per night. You will relax now. Or else. I thought Mindy was chasing Gyoza for a second. I guess Tomodachi Life sequel. whatever it's called. It's gonna be a spring 26 release. Again, there's actually a chance I might pick streaming back up on another weeknight. Because I'm just that interested in making that happen. I want to see how it shakes up. Jen is so slow. He's just over it. He has a, like, liquid snake haircut. Alright. Mad raccoon! Danger! Will the colony survive? It's crazy, alright. I thought Mogbear was going to pick a fight with him. I told you I'd shoot, but you didn't believe me. Alright. We'll take care of this. Ross, who has to go shoot the crazy raccoon? Speaking of Metal Gear Solid characters. Zeor's got this. Zeor needs to redeem himself. We're taking like all night to shoot a boomalope. Well, that was a close one. Like a Monty Python bit. Raccoon just decapitates Zeor. Alright, that hay grass is almost food. And we have a, like, positive amount of kibble. Alright, cool. We're losing goodwill with the Infunlior. See, we could make a nice jade sculpture and send him that. Or I mean, maybe we can just send him this. We have a large marble sculpture. The scene appears to take place inside a freezer. The depiction refers to Ileana getting hypothermia. Like that Zeor comic that Wormmad wrote. The weird thing about that comic is that, like, it suffered visually because that was the only Zeor comic I used, just like a regular old wooden number 2 pencil for. I always used a 0.7mm mechanical. And you wouldn't expect that to make a big difference, and yet I had so much less panel real estate than usual. Like I really struggled to fit everything in the frame. Weird how much of a difference that made. I still have those things. I don't like them anymore, but I still have them. Bad Hair Day was probably the best one. It got a little like Team 17 forum fan servicey, but at least it had kind of like an ending. Most of them just kind of stopped. Probably rehost that stuff on NeoCities. What was it I used? Free Webs, I think? They had just their own, like, web page editing tools. Like, the only reason that website got made is because of how little effort it required. You're not wrong, though. Honestly, if it came down to it, I could build at least a functioning web page from scratch. Not a good one, mind. But that actually is what I studied in college. Angel Fire. I learned XHTML, though. In like the 1 year when XHTML was relevant. Yeah, Neo Cities came up because Temmie made a website. It's just like Tem stuff. Already started a social fight with Loadrunner. Why are you fighting Loadrunner? Loadrunner's the man. What's wrong with you? Loadrunner is subtly scorned Shorty's family. Subtly scorned Shorty's family. This drove Shorty into a rage and she began a fight. Missed. Nobody got hurt. Alright. What's the deal, Loadrunner? This doesn't like Shorty. Got it. Anyway, yeah, I looked at Temmie's Neo Cities page and I was just like, by God, it's the first good website in 20 years. It's just a website. Web 3.0 is fucking trash, isn't it? God. Using the web for anything is just awful these days. Right now, I doubt Temmie needs money for much. It's only worth 215. Yeah. Alright, let's sleep on that for right now. Maybe we'll make another sculpture. Only Chen's any good at art. Go ahead and use jade. We don't have enough jade for a large. Will we have enough jade for a large after we finish digging that? Probably. Alright, we'll wait on that for a minute. Once in a while, I think I might actually try and... I hesitate to even say this out loud. I might try and commission somebody for some stream assets. I've been using these homemade ones for quite a long time. Maybe a little bit of a rebranding wouldn't kill me. Nothing too heavy, I'm still gonna be Zeor TV, but... I still kind of want to try and commission, like, work with somebody on, like, a robot Sona character design, you know what I mean? Something like Glitch Zeor, except maybe not really the Glitch, because, you know... that game was made by anal bum covers. Your homemade assets are pretty good. I appreciate that, thanks. I'm not sure if I want to be a ex-tuber. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's really my brand. You know when the... Sorry, TechMan said, you know when the web really died with the advent of endless scrolling. That was it. That was when everything became SEO and analytics and bullshit. Z-tuber. Oh, you get out of here. Huh? Shit, I could use that. Zero tuber. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to go all that far with it. I would, like... like to have some sort of character design I could use for art or, you know, whatever. I don't know. Just something I'm rolling around in my head. I've been using my current cards for so long that, like, they're fine, but I see all the flaws with them, you know what I mean? Plus, I mean, I've just been using them for years now. Character design that isn't just somebody else's copyright. Well, yeah, I haven't been using Zeor for my stream for, like, quite a while now. I used to have title cards and such that used him, but I'm trying to move away from that. He can definitely still be my representative for all things Team 17 related, but for my, you know, more public-facing stream stuff, yeah, I should be something other than Zero's helmet with a different copyright stuffed into it. Another reason I also need my robot Sona to not just be a glitch from Starbound. They are still the perfect fantasy race for me. Like, I think out of all fantasy races from all the universes, the glitch is the most Zeor. It's just kind of a shame that Starbound's legacy is really not great. You know, the whole Chucklefish thing. I think the kind of winging it kind of is your brand, though, Cans. Like, I'm having a hard time picturing that your setup card is anything else. Well, I don't know. I feel like Starbound is probably one of those treacherous topics. I just really didn't like the 1.0 release as compared to how the early access was shaping up. Yeah, there is that. Didn't quite live up to the hype. There is that, but also Chucklefish, I'm pretty sure, has been implicated in some really shitty practices. I don't know all the details exactly. I know Concerned Ape, Stardew Valley, he used to be published by them. I think he broke away from them, like, a long time ago. Revolving door of unpaid and often underage volunteers was the biggest thing. That sounds about right, yeah. So yeah, that's not savory. There's still a lot to like about Starbound. I did like that game a lot when I was into it. I liked being a glitch. I liked playing music. It was a fun little thing. I made some cool stuff. I made a really cool ship. The LDR, they didn't pay most of their artists and promised them exposure. 2 people involved in not being paid or credited were Splendid Land and Temmie. Question mark. Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, like, most things about Starbound from this point in time make me say, yeah, that's just a shame. Like, that had a lot going for it. And again, to this day, I think the Glitch are just the perfect Zeor fantasy race. I love them. The Glitch outcasts especially, because there's that element of, like, not being well understood by your own kind, you know what I mean? Like, so much about the Glitch outcast was the perfect character for me. So I made a couple of Minecraft skins that were like a Zeor Glitch character. And I would like to have some sort of, like, robot Sona character again, like, resembling that, but, you know, with the serial numbers filed off. Also, the active regression from the last alpha to 1.0, removing the race-specific intro sequence. Yeah, things like that. What a baffling decisions. I remember the progression, I hating that in some way. Like, I think they locked it down to too linear, like they removed some of the exploration aspect from it. I don't remember the details, I just remember the disappointment. It was better when it was more sandboxy. But yeah, still just something I'm thinking about. Something I have been thinking about for a while. Some sort of new Zeor Sona design I could use some... I don't know. I don't even know who to reach out to about that, you know what I mean? Like, there's a million people... I don't know why... You know what I mean keeps falling out of my mouth tonight, sorry. Am I always doing that? Whatever, who cares? There's always a million, like, freelance artists who want to commission stuff like that on Twitter and Blue Sky and wherever else, searching for, like, streamer hashtags so they can try and talk to them about them. I don't know. Basically what I'm saying is if anybody has any recommendations for people who do that sort of thing, you know, I'll hear them. I don't know what kind, what people pay for that sort of thing either. If there is anything I do regret of my setup is I can't find whoever made that Matador art he's used as a base to release credit them. Oh, dang. Techfate says, you would think I might. Well, you know, if something does come up, let me know. I think somebody just followed me on Blue Sky, seemingly not expecting a business relationship. Who said they were freelance artists for that sort of thing. I might see if they want to. I don't know. This is all still very much in like a thinking out loud phase, clearly, but... Like my homemade stopgap cards that I've made, they're fine, but mixing it up might not kill me. I explore the friends of stream doers. At least on Twitter was all scams. That also would not surprise me, yeah. Twitter is mostly bots squawking at other bots at this point, really. Let's be real. Has been for a long time. Yeah. Yeah, Blue Sky, you know, it's not perfect, but I think currently the ratio of, like, actual alive humans to Twitter robots is much, much better on Blue Sky right now. Like, at least when you're interacting with somebody on Blue Sky, it definitely feels like there's a person on the other end of it. For now, anyway. I mean, give it a couple of years. Alright, so now how much jade do we have? Oh, that's plenty. Alright. You can make a big... Remember when the comment section of Imager was actually a really neat place for like 6 months following its inception? I can't even picture that. No, you know what? The one thing I remember about the Imager comments is the one guy who says, I always upvote ass. He's like a local legend. Like, that was all he would ever post. Like, if there was a bot in the thing, he would show up and say, I always upvote ass. And then there'd be a million comments under that going, he said the thing! He said the thing he did. Oh, whoops. Apparently I didn't cancel that bill, and now Shen is making a large steel sculpture. Alright, well, that's fine. Not the best use of steel, but we're doing okay on steel. We'll make it. I certainly know where to get more of it. Matter of fact, yeah, I tend to move that drill. Every aspect of life is just a Space Dandy skit of Dandy and the robot bickering about boobs or ass. Yeah. Nope, can't refute this. That's correct. Alright. was just about to say it's about time to wrap this up. You know, I got a few more minutes. We might as well keep this rolling well. It's nice. Gentlemen, please, it's not called T or A. The only bit of space... I only saw one episode of Space Dandy. And I remember it well because, like, the first half of the episode was a massive, like, zombie apocalypse. And, like, they were trying to fight or at least escape the zombie apocalypse, but then they just failed and got zombified, and, like, everybody died, and now everybody is zombie. And then, like, the entire second half of the episode was just them being zombies while a voiceover explained that the world was finally at peace now that everybody is zombie. So, there's that. So it's not currently helmed by Twitter guy. I want to cautiously believe that whoever is in charge of Blue Sky has good intentions for it. Obviously, you know, I don't believe that strongly, but you know, they seem to not have total cranial rectosis. After the recent moderation, not at all. Yeah. The real kicker for that episode is it went to hell because zombies were causing life insurance frauds to crash the entire space economy. That must be a pretty okay show. Alright, so it sounds like Blue Sky's currently screwing the pooch. That's regrettable. Regrettable and yet expected. Are they doing that? Can't do that. I know people were getting fired for it. That's a shitty thing for an employer to do, but I guess I get it. Yeah, we're not making you 29 helmets of at least normal quality, sorry. I mean, 2 Resurrector mech serums would be pretty nice, but yeah, we couldn't, you know, we're good. No wonder this hospital's so nice. We have a masterwork sculpture in the middle of it. I feel like we always just kind of come back to the bottom line that social media is stupid and bad. Like, I think some things about social media will just kind of always be stupid and bad. Alright, I'm gonna knock this off. Bring back forums already. You know what? I agree. I miss the forum days. In a lot of ways. It was not that bad a format. Discord, you can kind of still do that. You can have, like, threads and shit. It's a little awkward, though. I couldn't get into it. Discord is bad for archival? Absolutely, yes. That was something forums did much, much better. I follow The Onion on Blue Sky, yeah. I think their latest one was like, you to be fired for reading this headline about Charlie Kirk. Like, if you've read this, it's already too late, you're fired. Anyway. Anyway, the point is, everything's bad and stupid except for RimWorld. RimWorld is good. Again, these are not really, you know, white-knuckle thrill ride streams. But I'm enjoying them in their own way. But the future of RimWorld streams after I finish this 1.4 save, unclear. Maybe later. I don't know. But in any case, standard closing applies. Hey, I appreciate you. Thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for participating and supporting this thing that I do for fun. Appreciate you. A problem for future Zeor. So many things are. Yep, more of this on Thursday. We're still mostly just trying to get uranium. My guess is like up to 4 more episodes of this. Depending on how things shake out. Again, also, advanced components could pose an issue later, but I don't know, we'll have to see. Thanks for leaving more problems for future Zeor. He'll never know what hit him. It was yourself. I usually guess it is. Alright, that's enough out of me. Thanks for hanging. I appreciate you. Catch you next time. See you Thursday, okay? Okay. Okay, bye. You know what? I was gonna play the Tango Meow, but it's actually on the Stairs Club soundboard, not my stream one. Maybe I should add that to the stream alerts. People haven't been using those much. I'm literally just gonna join the thing and so I can just make the meow. There we go, done. End stream. Goodbye.